Hello, in this video I'm going to be teaching you how to install the project with GitHub and then make a new branch and commits. So first things first, I created a Unity project for this tutorial. So if you go to github.com/producesigd/sigd Unity tutorial with dashes between, you should come to this page. And note that you don't have to be in the SigGD organization first before you do at least the download of the project, but to make commits and branches later, you will need access to the organization itself. So first, click Code here and open with GitHub Desktop. There's a few ways to download projects from GitHub, but this is by far the easiest way, especially if you have GitHub Desktop already installed. As you see, it pops up here, and I can just click Clone. Your local path doesn't really matter. This is the default location, just under Documents GitHub, but you can put it wherever you want. Then if you click Clone, this may take a minute to set up, but you should now have it. Now make sure to click Fetch Origin to make sure you have the most up-to-date info. That's an important thing on GitHub. Fetch origin often to make sure that you have the newest data from the online repository. So if you look here, I'm currently on a branch called main. To show you for a second, if I go to the GitHub page for the project, go to Insights, then go to Network, it'll show you what's called the network graph. This is a great tool that I often use to get an understanding of the project as a whole. Each kind of line here is a branch, which is a set of changes that kind of are in a linear order. So right now there's only one called main, and this is the most recent commit, which is kind of like a save in a sense. So here, that's where I am, I'm on main. Now, we don't want multiple people to be on one branch at once, because then if you make a commit, your saved changes may overwrite someone else's changes. So generally, we want each person to have their own branch. So if you click here, the new branch, we can just say, call it whatever you want, and then click Create Branch. Then here, make sure to publish it. Once it's published, if we go back to the page here and refresh, we can see that it now has two names here. That's because there's two branches. The reason it doesn't show them split apart is because they don't actually have any differences between them. All the code and files are the same, but two branches still exist. Now, we have it on GitHub, but how do we then open this in Unity? If we go to Unity Hub, we can click Open, then we should go to our Documents GitHub or wherever you installed it. Go to our project name, which is in this case SigGD Unity Tutorial, then click Open. As long as we have the right version installed, it should just work, and if it's the wrong version, it will tell you, such as here, has that little mark, and then it'll be opening it. Now, it's important to note the first time you open a Unity project, it will take a long time. That is generally because it needs to create a lot of registry files on your computer, set a number of things up, so expect this to take a few minutes. I'm going to skip the video here and fast forward to the point where it is done with the install.